I wake up and get ready for work, just the same as always. Another day, another dollar, right? Well, that's how the expression goes at least. I slave away at my meaningless job all day, and for what? That is the question. As I sit at my desk and file reports, as the hands in my wall clock move painfully slow, I can't help but think of what the point of all of this is. This work, this job, it all seemingly amounts to nothing at the end of the day. And really, what is the point of living when there is nothing to live for? 5 o'clock steadily approaches me, and I have nothing better to do. I think about my life. I have no wife, no kids, no girlfriend. And as I am an atheist, I believe there is no God. Yet, I still wake up every morning. I still come to this god-awful job. I pretend to like my coworkers and boss. I hang out with everyone and go to bars on Friday night. And for what? Absolutely nothing. Well, almost nothing. If it weren't for that goddamn cat, I would have ended it all. But it figured it would have been fair to leave him all alone. His name is Garfield, and I swear to God he's ruining my life. I am on antidepressants and anxiety medications, but I never thought this would include hallucinations and a talking cat. Not just that, but the dreams. Oh, how terrible the dreams are. Every day I dread working, but at the same time I can't imagine returning home. When I come home, it always starts at normal, but once I hear that, "Hi, John, how's it going?" I know I'm back in a living hell. Those beady eyes, the sinister smile, they haunt me. They truly haunt me. It always starts the same as I settle down on my large leather chair, ready to relax and take a load off. But then I always see it, the orange tail creeping across the floor around the chair. He settles next to me, reveals those sharp teeth, and lets out a coarse moan. "I want the lasagna, John. I need the lasagna, John." I want to resist, I really do, but I always succumb to his sadistic ways. I open my fridge, and all I see is lasagna. It's all lasagna. Those aluminum tins that he desperately seeks are stuffed into every nook and every cranny of my poor fridge. I used to have other things, but Garfield won't allow it. At one point, he would let me eat the lasagna, but not anymore. Lasagna is for good kitties, John, and you have not been a good kitty, John, so I left the matter alone. I don't even have much of an appetite anyways, as I typically just get whatever looks good in the vending machines at work. I pour that thick, meaty treat into his bowl, and I watch curiously as he devours it. He devours it into ferocity I don't know possible, and I stand in a silent terror at the monster before me. This is how most nights go, with me quietly following my tormentor around the house. He eats his lasagna, slowly turns back toward me, and says in a quiet voice, "Time for bed after lasagna, John." Although this is the part of the night I dread the most, I oblige. I follow him into my room, and he lays down at the foot of the bed. I crawl and secure myself under the covers. The room is pitch black, but his beady eyes pierce through the veil of darkness towards me. In barely more than a whisper, he creaks, "Nighty-night, John." He flashes his jagged teeth at me and slowly descends into slumber. Despite my mind wishes, my body eventually succumbs to exhaustion and falls asleep as well. After a lot of tossing and turning and a restless night, it happens. What exactly is, I can't be sure. But I do know this. It is the reason I don't believe in a God. A quick movement startles me awake, and I slowly open my eyes. At first, I get confused and get my bearings, but all I see is red and black. The bloodshot eyes of a hungry Garfield press closely to mine. "Wakey wake, John. Garfield's hungry, and you look like a spicy meatballa." He slowly slides down my chest, legs, and feet until he's at the foot of my bed. He stares at me before slowly unhinging his jaw. His tongue unrolls from the inside of his mouth and begins sliding along my thigh, up my leg and around my hip, lubricating everything it touches. He stands up on all fours and begins moving toward me, consuming all he passes. His jaw continues to contort and unhinge as he moves, but the more I struggle and the tighter his grip gets. Like an anaconda slowly consuming his prey, Garfield consumes every inch of me. His warm and juicy tongue moves up the rest of my body and around my neck, constricting me completely. I gasp for breath as he continues his methodical pursuit. Up my hips now, he is unrelenting. His body grows and stretches as my body becomes one with his. He is up to my neck and his teeth graze my still enclosed neck. In one quick motion, he lunges forward and closes his jaws around me. I have been consumed by the tyrant they still called Garfield. Darkness consumes me, and fear sits in as I cannot see a way out. Whether a dream or reality, I struggle against the muscular innards of my captor in a fashion that feels all too real. I wanted the lasagna, John, but now you are the lasagna. There is no escape from the lasagna. In my warm cocoon I sit. Lasagna churns around me, and I have no choice but to feel it move around me, slowly beginning to consume me. Garfield laughs and mocks me. As I see, become one with him. In this state, time has no meaning, but I see all. I open my eyes and I see heaven. When I close them, I see hell. I see life and death. Nothing is out of my reach. As I drift away, the lasagna consumes me as I melt into nothingness.